Okay.
Yeah, now we are.
All right.
Oh.
What up, everybody? Guys, we are here with the amazing Toni Charlene. Toni, how has your quarantine been so far?
It's been not too bad. I feel like I can't.
Sorry.
What's happening?
I had to mute the YouTube channel.
The YouTube page already.
Oh, okay. I got so scared. I think all things considered, I can't complain. I'm able to get food and I'm able to exercise. I think people have it much worse, and so I'm not gonna complain.
Okay. What did you do this weekend?
Nothing.
Nothing.
There is like let's see, I'm taking a writing class. I'm doing a lot of writing. There's a lot of drinking whenever you want, getting high whenever you want, which is not too different from non-quarantine life. But yeah, last year during Easter, we had an Easter egg hunt at our house. And we hid eggs with with a bunch of tasks that Toni had to do, unbeknownst to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a delight. Did you miss it this year, Dave?
Drew had to remind me what happened last year. I didn't remember it.
Oh, nice.
What kind of tasks did Dave have to do?
One would be like Dave has to give you career advice, or tell you a joke, or
tell you about the first time you two met.
Yeah.
Or just like truth or dare.
These are all things Dave had to do?
Yeah.
Was Dave the only person doing the Easter egg? So everyone was doing it, and then they would get an egg, and it would say, "Have Dave do this."
Yeah.
Oh, great.
And it was 76. And he did not know. It was like the greatest sport about it. The greatest sport. Also,
Marie Lively's dare was, "Hey, jump into the pool with your clothes on." To jump in the pool with her clothes on. Toni was great. She was a trooper. She did it with me. Anne Marie did it as well. But
that's good.
I didn't want to.
Did you show up to this Easter party just expecting to have a nice, quiet, good time?
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to hang out with friends?
Yeah, low key.
Dave, out. And now you have this show, which is almost like a continuation of that whole idea.
Forced to do something.
Yeah, forced to do stuff. Kind of testing his boundaries a bit, like seeing what he's comfortable with, what he's not. Wonder what's going on there. It's fun it's fun. You're such a delight.
David, how is this testing your boundaries?
This show?
Yeah.
Showing up every time.
Oh, commitment?
Yeah.
I got
yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Being there for someone.
Oh, that's not true.
Dave's there for everyone. Dave's almost there for everyone too much.
Yeah.
I worry about that. I worry about that as it relates to me in this. I'm like, I don't want Dave to have to like feel like he has to do too much. I would rather take care of Dave, because I know that Dave is going to be trying too much to take care of everyone else. Elbowing everyone out of the way so you can tend to everyone.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
I know you.
Toni, I got a question for you.
Great.
Yesterday was Easter, and some people celebrate it, some people don't. We did mention that we do. Did you and Drew have a big Easter feast? And I know that you two have been supporting local restaurants. Did you make something on your own? Did you order out? What'd you do?
Chinese food. And it was great. So yeah, we've been supporting a lot of local restaurants.
Is it because you support them so much, or is it because you guys just don't feel like cooking?
It's a little bit of both. No, we have been doing, what does it call, imperfect foods.
Oh yeah.
That's good. We also live in a place that's we always say like in the city, but we live outside of, I think, where a lot of people outside of like Los Feliz and Hollywood.
Yeah.
And so like the places are a bit further away but more specific, so those being our local restaurants. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I got lost
You,
in
you live on the sticks is
yes. I didn't want to say the town, but nobody cares.
I'm
And
sure
also
9 people will start doing some detective work.
yeah, we also always put our address on many emails of parties that we invite almost everyone to.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's no secret where you live.
Yeah. So we do some cooking, but I would say we do order out a lot. We have been supporting local restaurants.
Oh, that's great.
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite thing to cook?
Not really. Drew does a nice Brussels sprout tofu thing. That's pretty good.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh.
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 Tony, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. You're our first person to do this segment, which I think we need like a cool, cute name for, right? Right now, I just like say nice things.
I like the simplicity of that, and if we promote it that way, people know what it means and what it is pretty clearly.
A few kind words, maybe.
A few kind words. I think say nice things to whoever is good.
Saying nice things to it. It's just it doesn't sound very elegant. It doesn't like roll up.
No.
This is the thing where we this is called saying nice things to the person.
It also feels like I'm being tricked. Like every part of this feels like that there is gonna be a reveal that it's gonna be bad.
It's not, and that's why. So like, I've been trying to ask, like, how do I explain this bit to people? Like, why are we doing this? What is it that's interesting about it? Like to me, at least.
I think part of it is that like I'm comfortable with a bit like this. This is nice for me because it's
a nice little break from Dave
stressful.
having to like, all right, Dave, call your mom and tell her about the last time you jacked off.
Can we please?
You have to do it for
you
the
have
show.
to do it. It's for Kokomo.
It's for Kokomo. We gotta get.
I'm a coconut. Don't disappoint the fans.
I would say that say nice things to Toni is rolls off the tongue about as easy as the title of our show does.
Yeah, that's true.
What you should do though is also just let people know who don't know our relationship with Toni, what brings her on the show today, and that is we've known Toni for how long? 10 years?
11, I think, but just about 11 for me.
Yeah. Through UCB, we're all on the same team, Bangarang at UCB.
Heard of it?
Friday nights, 8 p.m.
Probably a lot of people not.
Yeah, no. Well, if they're watching this, yeah.
But we've known Toni a long time. She's a great friend, and we thought she'd be the perfect guest for this episode.
Yeah. And if you don't know what it is we're talking about, what we're doing, Dave and I asked a bunch of Toni's friends to write a brief, like, paragraph letter to Toni or about Toni.
A brief paragraph letter?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like a paragraph.
Okay.
Just saying like how much they love Toni, why, how much they care about her, all that stuff, what Toni means to them. And then
this is very uncomfortable.
I know. That's why. See, this is why it's great. This is why it's worse than a roast.
It's now like, oh God, now I wish it was a roast.
You have to sit silently in this video chat and just listen to.
And Dave and I will read them to her, and then we'll get her reaction after each one. So, with that in mind, shall we get started?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely should. I think you're starting us off, aren't you, buddy?
Yes, we just actually got a last minute one in.
That's what I'm talking about.
From someone who cares.
Somebody who's like,
well, no, this person, it's from Ryan Stanger. He texted me about 20 minutes ago being like, hey, was that thing about writing a letter for Toni a bit, or did you really
right? It seems like a bit.
Right. And I was like, no, it's for real. Would you please, if you want to get one in real quick. So we'll start with Ryan Stanger. This is a few kind words for Toni Charlene.
Oh boy.
All right. From Stanger. Everyone fucking loves Toni. She can truly make anything fun. If I was stuck going to some bullshit event / show / party that had a very high likelihood of being boring, I'd want Toni to be there for sure. It's as good as a guarantee for a million laughs that night. She's thoughtful and interested in her friends. She's caring in a way you don't really see anymore. She's hilarious, of course, and a top-notch improviser, but she's also an amazing actor, like really, really good. She's got a great smile and a laugh that's unmistakably hers. Toni is one of those sparkly, special, 1 in a trillion people that everyone's in fucking love with.
Oh my gosh!
So that was Stanger. What do you say to that?
more fucks than I thought there would be with Stanger.
Yeah. Do you think he just to
liven it up?
Yeah, just so it didn't feel too sincere, he had to swear, or to make it seem more sincere?
I think he was in a rush as you was like
awesome.
I think maybe also my mind is doing this to maybe protect my from being too like paralyzed with like glee emotions of like I started to like isolate it and be like, they're talking about someone.
Yeah, I was. No, this is all about you. Tom Vaughn, thank you for pointing that out. We're going to gallery view now so that we can see Toni's response. Sorry. It was just my face and not getting to see.
Also, hi, Tom Vaughn.
Hey, Tom Vaughn. I get what you're saying there, Toni. Yeah, where you kind of like disconnect a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel about you anymore.
Yeah.
So
and we should point out also Ryan Stanger is our also our teammate on Bangarang. Has known Toni for the entire run. So longtime friend.
Toni, I'm going to ask you to not do that, to not disconnect, to stay.
Okay. For the point of like the bit of the extra. Okay. All right.
And also just out of respect to the people who wrote the comment.
Okay. All right. Fair.
All right. Dave, would you like to read the next one, please?
Yeah. I'm going to put my glasses on. All right. This one is from Ali Gondor, also a Bangarang teammate and longtime friend. He writes, Toni, you are the freaking coolest. Since before I had the chance to perform at UCB, and even before watching you with Bangarang, I used to laugh my ass off watching you play with Shakedown at Crash Bar and Room 101. You have always given off such a likable, magnetic vibe. Getting to play with you is such a damn treat. And beyond that, you've always made me feel more than welcome to the group, even though I tanked our first 30 to 40 shows. I appreciate every time I get to goof with you. Please never change, and have a great summer.
That was from Ali.
Oh.
Your favorite Bangarang member?
Oh, by far.
Yeah, at this point for sure.
Yeah.
He's not done, but one thing that he said that's not right was he has not done 30 to 40 shows.
That's what popped in my mind too.
You ain't done that much yet.
Sorry.
That's factually incorrect.
Sorry. So that makes me think all of what you're doing is a lie. All of what you're saying is a lie. You know what I mean?
You're lying.
You're a fucking liar.
Let's keep this moving. All right. This one.
Real marathon here.
Also, for people who don't know me, this is the most boring. This is just
I don't
like,
think
oh,
so.
great.
No, I think we're learning so much about you.
Also, if you do know me, okay, sure.
It's fascinating. All right.
Just not to keep it, not to break it up here, but Andrew Secunda, our first guest on My Own Private Kokomo,
First guess, I'm aware.
said, "How come I wasn't asked what I think about Toni? I have lots of opinions."
Oh, Andy does have a lot of opinions about
Yeah, for
me.
the sake of the bit, the thing is, we wanted someone who would just give Toni a lot of love and not just harsh criticisms.
Yeah. How do you see these comments?
On the YouTube
Gotcha.
link.
Okay.
I can email you or text it to you if you want the link.
Sure. Well, I'll do it another time. This is
No, it's okay. Here, I'm going to do it. Hold on 1 second. Let me just figure out how this works. So I do it from here, and then that just is it an email?
Whoa.
And Toni,
Whoa.
I also want to point out this episode featuring you, and because of you, we have our highest number of viewers.
What is it?
11.
Yeah, baby. I was hoping for double digits. Yeah.
This next letter comes from Kristen Rosansky.
Oh. Whoa.
Longtime friend.
Sorry.
Here we go. All right, here we go. This one, of course, again, is from Kristen Rosansky, a good friend of yours. Toni, I've known you through UCB for several years, but it's only been in the last year or so that I've gotten the chance to get closer to you, and that has been truly, though it's cheesy to say, an honor. Your ease of confidence and don't give a fuck about anyone's bullshit aura is something I find highly admirable. You're obviously exceedingly funny, and there can be a little bite in that humor. And on top of all that is a, sorry, but it must be said, sweet and generous heart. Plus, you get to be freaking gorgeous, so good for you. Before I end up proposing, I'll just say that I'm truly stoked that we are becoming closer friends, and it means a ton to me. You are a remarkable human being, and our quarantine house parties are saving my soul. Love and olive juice, Kristen.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I haven't been invited to any of these house parties.
Yeah.
Dave, back me up here.
Dave will pop into ours sometimes.
I popped in a couple of times. It's hard to keep up though, because I feel like you guys are always on in house party. I get notifications for Kristen, for Allison, for Lauren, and for you all the time.
Really?
What do you so to keep up is meaning what? That you like you're
in the house party app, you'll get at least I get notifications. I gotta probably turn them off, of like, Tony's in the house, and I'll see those pop up a lot, and I'm like, man, they're partying all the time.
That, I will say, it is a great app used. It's also the same app as Grubhub. And so sometimes I will accidentally open up the house party when I'm meaning to open up.
They're both red. They're right next to each other on your phone.
Also,
I like, whenever I have to do something on my calculator, I always click on my phone or my clock. You guys ever do that?
Are you so embarrassed?
Yep.
I can't believe you shared that.
I do like that house. I do like house party. I don't use it that much, but I do like it, and I do like the ability to just like come in, say hello for a minute, and then take off if you want.
I need to do it. Apparently, the games are fun too, right?
I like them.
I want to play some games. I'm all about the games these days.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll jump on later tonight.
Yeah.
You and me, Dave.
Yeah. It'll be great. And it's fun when they're like a bunch of people I don't know how many people you can get on a screen at one time. Tony, maybe you know.
I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The most I've had is 6.
Okay. But it is fun of just like people, like, it's open to people to come in as they please. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah, but sometimes it's also like, Okay.
Yeah,
And you have to drop a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Like a bangering show.
you have to come in real strong and be willing to drop it.
Yeah.
And you got to be willing to trample.
You got to be willing to trample.
You got to be willing. You got to want to do it. And you got to do it.
Like, it should honestly just come easy to you.
Yeah.
Dave, would you like to read our next letter?
Yeah. All right. This one comes from Ryan, you have to correct me if I'm wrong on this. This is from Lauren. Is that Lauren Lapkus, right?
Yes.
This is from Lauren Lapkus, former longtime teammate, current longtime friend.
Oh, a doll.
Lauren writes, Toni has the brightest smile of anyone I know. I love her carefree attitude and zestful approach to life. She's positive but real, never adjusting her opinions to please others while also not being pushy about it. She's just plain cool. And she is funny as hell. Her choices in improv scenes are smart and unexpected. She's fun to be around, and I trust her to get me out of a bad situation and keep it to herself if I asked her to. Ideally, it won't come to that. But I bet a lot of people would say they trust Toni on that level.
Oh, that's so sweet.
How close have you gotten to crying thus far? With checking in at the halfway part.
I not that close, and I'm a crier. I will say that I can easily like even hear a story fourth hand and be like tear up for me. Again, I think my brain is truly like disconnecting.
What do you
in a way that
you did just like a
bang ring show.
Yeah, I get on that stage and I go, goodbye, brain. See you in a half hour. Or an hour.
Your body just crumples to the ground.
Yeah. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
But it does feel very touching. It does for some reason it's not that I'm not connecting, because at times it's been like, oh my gosh, but it also feels like I think it truly, and I know I say this a lot, I think because I had two older brothers who were constantly like
writing kind letters
don't worry,
to you.
you're so safe, it's okay, and it's like, and then they get you.
Waiting for it to pull the rug.
Yeah, waiting for that little the sour note.
We might.
It's also noon, and I feel like it's hard to like ramp up the emotions too much.
No, we'll get
we
there.
Should be eating a couple of sandwiches.
No, we should have made you drink a few glasses of wine beforehand.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right there, buddy. What do you think this is?
Oh man.
No, it's coffee.
Oh.
All right. Up next, we have this is from Mark Rennie.
Oh my gosh.
Longtime friend, Mark Rennie. Not teammate, right?
No, but a life teammate, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure, I guess so.
Yeah, you know what? I suck.
When I was first presented with the opportunity to say some nice words about Toni, I thought, well, how much time do you got? And when I heard that these words would be presented on a show that was being live streamed on the internet, well, let's just say the pressure was on. Nevertheless, here goes. Toni Charlene is one of those people that you can never spend too much time with. She is always present, never judges, and has an open heart. I've had countless heart-to-hearts with her, an all too uncommon occurrence in the UCB community. Rest in peace. A true friend. You can rely on her in a crisis, both big and small. Needless to say, she's also hilarious, athletic, kind to animals, and sweet to old people. And boy, does the woman love to host a pool party. She is one of the best people I know, and I'm honored to call her a friend. Dave and Meharry could learn a thing or two about not always having to be on, but especially Meharry. Love, Mark.
Aww.
When I first read this from Mark, I read it as Dave and Meharry could learn a thing or two from her about not always having to be on, but it just says Dave and Meharry could learn a thing or two about not always having to be on. It doesn't relate. It doesn't. Not in reference to anything to Toni at all. It's just a sharp jab at us before he ends the
That's
note.
why I love Mark.
Not wrong.
It's right. He's true. It's fair.
Yeah, we gotta turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm annoying everyone all the time.
Oh boy. Ooh, the two sad men segment.
That's every episode.
Andy Secunda is getting angrier and angrier.
Oh boy.
How many other people than me did you ask to say something about Toni? Toni and I are best friends, and I am the Bill Murray of Kokomo. I'm starting to think that, yes, this was a terrible mistake on our part.
A little oversight.
But
Also,
that all said, we are up to 16 viewers. People are riveted.
Yeah.
They're sticking around.
Sweet 16. Sweet 16.
Yes.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Guys, what do you think we could get? Do you think we're at peak right now?
Whew. I mean, we are at peak right now.
Word is spreading fast, I'm guessing.
Yeah, wildfire.
My guess is by the end, we will have peaked at some point. We'll have peaked at 30,000.
Okay.
We have 800 more letters to go, so it should. So we got plenty of time to work our way up there.
Can I ask how did you decide who to ask?
Like, a couple people I know, and then I reached out to Drew.
Couple people I know.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure she's good friends with her.
Okay.
Or
first, we asked who doesn't want to do it,
Mhm.
and then we
Overwhelming response.
all of those responses, and yeah, and then settled on those who hadn't responded.
David, would you like to go next? We have
I'd love to.
3 more.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
You want me to try to cry?
No, I don't want you to try. I want you to cry, but but it needs to be organic.
I mean,
Okay. So the 3 of us are on set today. We're on set for a major motion picture. They're about to yell action, and the 3 of us need to cry in this scene.
okay.
Could we do it? Can you cry pretty quickly, like if you needed to, like on cue?
It's a big major motion picture.
It's major. It's a major motion picture. It's going to be in no less than 3,000 theaters opening weekend.
No less than.
Is that a lot? Right? That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's a lot. But not one less.
Not one less.
I don't know. I could see maybe the adrenaline. Maybe I might be able to do it.
Can we all take a minute and try?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. First to cry. Tony's gonna win. Tony's
To cry.
Tony's gonna win.
You're right.
All right, here we go.
Probably just okay. Here we go. Action.
Hey, you're all fired.
No, we're getting there.
Except for Harry might be getting there.
Yeah, this is what the camera wants.
All right, and so I'm crying in the scene. Okay, action. Action.
It's my turn now. No less than how many theaters?
What's it, 3,000?
Oh! Am I doing it?
Did I do it?
Did I do it?
Am I doing
It's not
it?
rolling.
We're doing it right now. Am I crying? I think I did. I did it. Oh no! I just shit my pants.
Oh.
I could maybe do, but I need to have none of my friends there, and I need more time.
And I need to be able to spray salt in my eyes.
Yeah, spray salt in my eyes.
All right. Well,
Did you get are you getting a little anything, Dave?
I think a bunch of fleas flew into my eye. I think I got fleas.
You would.
I had fleas once in my in my apartment.
At the prom?
Did you say at
What?
prom?
At prom, you showed up with fleas?
Yeah.
Why did you have fleas in your apartment?
At my old apartment, I had them because I think like there was like a family of possums living under our house. And not think, definitely.
Some banjo strumming possums?
Uh-huh.
I think
At this apartment, I wonder if I think maybe I had them, but also I think I also was being paranoid about it because I had them at my old apartment. And it might have just been itchy for a minute.
Yeah.
But I definitely had them at the old apartment.
My dog had a flea issue about a year ago.
oh
You have to put them down.
Just put the fleas down.
Hey.
I had a guy come out to like treat my place, and he swore so much.
no. Was it
He said somebody-
stinging?
No, he's this guy who's like, all right, here, let me see this guy. Oh yeah, see, these are their fucking eggs. These are the fucking eggs, and you can see like actually that right there's a fucking shit.
Does Cussing bother you?
No, it was just funny to me.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Dave,
I cuss a lot, but sometimes when I hear other people do it, I'm like, oh.
some people do it too much, and it's like you
Yeah.
gotta know your company, and you gotta know when to rein it in. Like I'll catch myself cussing too much and be like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I've reached my cuss limit for the day.
I did it way too much on Fantasy Flicks League. I was cussing way too much.
Yeah, got the cops on you.
No. Dave, would you like to read our next letter?
Yes, and I apologize if you can hear
Yeah, what's going on? Are you
my
okay?
landlord vacuuming outside my apartment.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, here we go. This is from longtime friend, former roommate, Jenny Pearson.
Oh, Jenny.
Very funny lady. As all of as all the people who have written in.
Dave has to take care of every single.
In a lot of commercials.
They're great. They're all funny. They're all very kind. They're all.
Look up her IMDb. A lot of credits.
Yeah.
She put me in maybe my first television gig, TV wise.
Oh, the HBO show?
The HBO show, Jenny and Dave.
Oh yeah.
Do
Toni.
you remember your lines?
No.
Did you know
But but Stanger was a shirtless Abraham Lincoln. And Brian Gallivan was Lincoln, and his hat got taller because he was turned on by Stanger chopping wood without a shirt on.
Nice.
Mutilating a boner. Here we go.
Oh,
Jenny,
boy.
this is from Jenny. Boner. Toni, it has been a complete and total pleasure being your friend. You are one of the kindest, most warm-hearted and honest people I know. I find myself regularly inspired by / taking mental notes of your non-judgmental nature and acceptance of others. You rub off on me in the best way. So thankful for the time we had together as roommates. You are maybe my favorite person to sit and do nothing with. I mean, you already know this, but Cracker Snacks of the United States is truly one of my favorite memories. We'll never remember what they were, but we'll always remember that we did it. I love you dearly, Jenny.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Which one is okay? We've got two more. Which one has been your favorite so far?
Oh no!
If you had to pick one.
Oh, get out of here! No.
All right, I'll read the next one. This is from Betsy.
Oh, longtime friend, first friend. I moved to.
Hold on real quick. And action. And cut. I think we got it.
Oh no!
Okay,
I
sorry.
think I
Back.
could do it.
Mr. Spielberg, give me a second.
If we had a whole episode of Kokomo dedicated to that,
I can do it.
I think we get over 1 million views for sure. For sure.
Okay, sorry. Back to Betsy.
All right. This is from Betsy, Toni. Toni is the absolute best. I can't really put into words how much she means to me. She's like a sister who has been with me through the worst and best times, and there's never an ounce of judgment. I look up to Toni in so many ways. She's so goddamn funny. She lives life to the fullest, and she just gets it, dude. I love Toni, and I'm so happy she's a part of my life. Also, one time she peed off the back of a golf cart while I drove it. How did that work?
Easily. So Betsy and I know each other we moved to LA together. We know each other from Northern California. Sacramento. Well, Auburn, where I lived. We had a golf cart and we would go around because I lived in this bio golf course. And she was driving, and I guess like a weird young dog would love to just pee wherever. I shouldn't be saying this. Anyways, so I was like, I had to go pee, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna, Betsy, you drive. I'm gonna pee while you drive. And she's like, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Were you guys trying to escape from something? Were you guys in a rush to get somewhere?
No. Nope.
You just were experimenting. You wanted to know what it was like to pee from.
It seemed like it'd be fun.
And was it? How would you rate the experience?
That was fun.
Yeah.
I don't remember too much, but yeah.
I mean, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want. Did it make a mess?
Well, we were going down, but down the street. So it was, from what I remember, no, but probably. I mean, I couldn't imagine it.
Weird. Actually, I came away cleaner. I finished with a pedicure somehow. I don't even know.
I put out a couple of house fires. But no, I think because I like to pee different places that I developed a skill for it. I don't know.
I like peeing outside.
Yeah. I think if you have a dick, it might be better or easier. Well, yeah, but
easier. We don't say better.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry. I'm a feminist. I won't say it's better.
When Casey Faye, Ryan Rosenberg, and Dan Lippert and I went to New Orleans a few years ago for All-Star Weekend, we went on a swamp tour, like a gator tour.
You peed in an alligator's mouth?
What's that?
You peed on an alligator's mouth?
Yeah. Just to prove that I was a superior being.
It's gonna bite
and
your
then
butt.
I fell in.
And then it bit your foreskin off?
Uh-huh. I was uncircumcised before that. But they're also we're on a fan boat, and there's also a bachelorette party on this swamp tour.
Hell yeah.
And it's like late afternoon, and we're in the South, so it's warmer, but it's still like whenever February or whatever All-Star Weekend is. And they got beers along, and they're in not a lot of clothing because they're all going to go later to Bourbon Street or whatever.
Straight from the swamp to the clubs.
Straight from the swamp to the clubs. And like at first they're all like, woo! And they're all drinking. And then like 45 minutes into the swamp tour, as we're just like whipping over water, and all of us have like sweatshirts on and stuff, and they're all in the back with their tank tops and shorts, and they're just like, and then they all had to pee at some point because they've been drinking on the fan boat, so they all had to at some point like go over the side or something like that.
Was it? Oh, yeah. Were you the only two groups?
Yeah, we were the only two groups on that. Yeah.
Was there any co-mingling? Did you guys like say, hey? Did you guys like chat at all? Or was it very?
Not really.
No.
I don't think either party was interested in talking to each other.
Well, I know one party definitely wasn't.
Yeah. They definitely did not need to talk with us.
Dave, would you like to read our last letter?
I would. Here we go. This one is from Drew DeFonso Marks.
My number one enemy.
Number one enemy, teammate, friend, boyfriend. Here, this is from Drew. Hey, love, you're my best friend. You rock my socks off and also call me out when I'm being an idiot, which is truly a lot. I never don't want you around, even when we argue. You picked up all the pieces for me when I lost so much of my family. Now and forever, you are my family. You're the most fun partner I could ask for on this insane, wild ride we've been forced to be on. I wouldn't want to be locked up with anybody else. I love you. Keep going. I got your back. Drew.
Keep going.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't write it.
What if Drew popped up around the corner and hit you in the face with a pie right now?
This is fine.
Everybody.
Keep going.
What does that mean?
That was very sweet, and I did tear up, but keep going. Which is nothing to laugh about, but it just seems to
Keep going.
It's like, what's going on?
Do you think Drew is in the other room right now watching this and like crying over the reception of it?
Or he's just like he's got like the ring ready to go and he's about to. It's like, oh, fuck, keep going. What does that mean?
And they're down to 14 viewers. This is even part of what I do this now.
It meant like keep being you.
Keep going. Keep going at being you.
Keep being yourself. I'm crying in the other room. This sucks. I take it all back.
Hey, Toni, keep going at being yourself.
He also was like, what room are you going to record? And I was like, oh, maybe the office. Actually, I'll just do like in the living room. He's like, oh, well, I might like sit there and watch it and that might echo. He's like, I think I get priority on where I want to go. And he's like, I don't have time. I got to take a shower. I need to watch this. Like, okay. I guess whatever you want.
That was truly very nice. It was truly
very nice. And again, I got.
That's going to be our new sign off for the show. Is keep going, keep going, everybody.
I mean, to a wide, especially network or 12 people, but to tell your partner in a heartfelt. All right.
Now, one might think that kind words, very heartfelt from Drew's boyfriend, would be the last one that we're reading.
Oh.
But Ryan Mary has a bonus one if he takes a look at the YouTube comments right now.
Oh, that's right. We did just get one from Andy Secunda.
The Bill Murray of my own private Kokomo.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't call it like a letter or anything. He refers to it as a review. He's reviewing you.
Oh.
Here's my Toni review. Every moment with Toni is excruciating. Being quote unquote friends with her is like being in a knife fight in a prison yard. She puts up a constant show of what a good person she is and how much she cares about people and animals, but it's only to fool you into lowering your guard so she can attack you verbally for no apparent reason. Toni is pure evil. That said, her bangs look fantastic today.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Andy, so and this is like, we all can't go to the barber. So I appreciate that, Andy. When I first got
Toni can't get to her barber.
I can't get to my barber. When I first got bangs, and I also do a show with Andy, he looked at me and he's like, did you fix something? I was like, did I fix something? He's like, yeah, your face looks different. Did you fix something? I was like, I have bangs now. He's like, huh,
Oh, you fixed it.
looks
Great.
nice. And then he was upset that I got upset. I'm not upset that I was like,
compliment you.
I was like, that's not a way. And he's like, oh, I was just trying to say you look nice.
God forbid.
Hey, you know what?
Something that was gross and you made it better. Toni, how was that for you? Was it harder, easier?
It was it was, at first it felt like there was this ocean of just like, oh, anxiety and uncomfortable and what have
That's
you.
what we go for here.
But then once in it was like, oh, that's so sweet and nice. And I think there should be more of, we only, I mean, not that this is, I mean, I guess after the keep going, like my funeral, but I feel like you only get to hear nice things about the people that you like really love and care for. Like, I mean, hopefully throughout your relationship, but especially when you die, people talk about you. And so I think that's a truly nice way of getting this like, oh, very genuine, sweet feelings from the people that you love and care about. That was really sweet. Thank you.
Dave and I are constantly inspired by funerals.
I can tell.
Well, thank you so much.
We go to Wedding Crashers, but for funerals.
Yeah.
Nice.
Toni, thank you so much for doing this.
Daddy.
Hey, Toni, thanks for coming on the show.
Action. Fuck.
And cut.
Did I do it?
We got it.
I'm telling you, when I'm alone, I can get it like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Tom Vaughn said it was weird to watch.
The crying or the whole thing?
My guess is.
Or the show?
I think the show.
Man, Tom.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Well, we should also say this has been great in that we've had our highest number of viewers ever.
No need to say how many.
No need to say how many. For what probably who probably should have been our first guest.
Yeah.
I'm a coconut. I'm telling you.
Oh, that's our name. That's the name for our fans, the Cocoa Nuts. Thank you, Toni.
Thank you,
You're
Toni.
welcome.
That's dope. All right.
That's all we got.
Thank you so much for doing this. That was great. You're such a good sport and like the perfect person to do this because it was not hard to find people who wanted to share how much they love and care about you because you're the best.
Oh,
Yep.
thank you.
Yeah. Guys, we will see you on Wednesday. Until then, keep going, coconuts.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Bye.